First of all, folks, I'm going to introduce you to the gear. This is the Wilson Chronosonic XVX. An amazing feat of technology. Beautiful, beautiful color, by the way. This is out of the book. I don't know what the name of it is, but I really like it. It's almost burnt sienna. It's almost orangish with a little bit of, I don't know, maybe it's blood. But it's beautiful, beautiful color. And these things, of course, as I've always told you, I'm just amazed at how these things are put together. If we come around the back, you'll see how these are attenuated. So all these drivers are attenuated through the use of resistors, and which means you can tune it to your like. And here is from the crossover, and these go all up to the drivers, the little tail pieces or little jumpers, whatever you want to call them. A hell of a design. Now we come over here, we look at the Agostino, which is the smaller of the two Relentless. This is the one that's 800 watts per channel at 8, my bad. Okay, so same as the Playback Designs that we were at when up in Bakersfield. So it's a very amazing, striking looking piece. I suppose it's a love or hate thing. You either like this look or you don't. But there's one thing for sure, it's definitely going to get your attention when you walk into the room. You can see it's got a big old, probably a twist lock, RV type, power plug. We can see our binding posts and all this kind of stuff. It's got copper inside this perf metal, and the heat sinks or the lines through it. It's a pretty extravagant build. At $100,000 a piece, it should be extravagant. By the way, these are about $375 for the pair of the Chronosonics. We come over here, and in the middle we've got the Vivaldi DAC by DCS. Very organic, flowing lines. I actually love the look of this. Kind of more of a timeless sort of a look. Not as bold, of course, as the D'Agostinos. And we had the master clock. You will hear when I do some examples, master clock in, master clock out. It definitely gave it a little bit more, a decent amount more of organic nature, a little more presence. It just seemed more like real life once that was put in. Otherwise, we were listening without it. It was still very good. And so that takes care of that. This is just a projector. That has nothing to do with what we're listening to. But I will give you my feedback on this. I am at Evolution Home Theater in Buckhead, Atlanta, Georgia, my own hometown, and I am listening to Wilson and D'Agostino. Okay, as you know, these are two brands that up until now I've been very apprehensive about. I've been to 1 million Wilson rooms at the shows, and Wilson has never, it's always sounded analytical. I have to hand it to Scott here, the owner of this company, who has set these up in a way, it's the first time I've ever heard Wilson not be analytical. It's smooth. You're going to hear a torture test of Duran Duran that I use to expose systems that are tipped up, and it passed Duran Duran test, ordinary word, with flying colors. I'm very impressed. So I'm very thankful. Thank you, Scott, for putting this together. I'm very thankful to finally be able to hear Wilson, and it's not analytical. It's like I wasn't. The jury was out, right? I'm like, I keep going to Wilson demos to try and get it, to try and hear them do what I thought they were possible of doing. There's settings on the back. You saw the resistors that go on the back, so you can attenuate this thing. That means that you can tune. If they're too forward sounding, you can pull that back a little bit. What is exemplified today? Now, I think in addition to that, with the D'Agostino amps must be musical sounding, or my experience with DCS was also analytical. I completely thought this was going to be analytical. I thought we were going to strike out. It was going to be analysis. This is very smooth sound. Not only are these amps powerful, they have a different presentation. The Playback Designs and TAD room that I was at, that you saw in California, a very visceral grip, strong, dynamic punch. This is more laid back. The punch and the grip is a little more loose, so it's got this smooth feeling to it, and it's just a smooth presentation. We can listen to torture test songs. This system plays everything, and it doesn't run us out of the room. So I'm blown away by that. And huge kudos to Evolution Home Theater. Huge kudos to Scott for doing this and putting this match together and tuning it in a way where it's not analytical. So I'm really glad that I had this experience today, because it opened my, and by the way, they're not paying me for this, okay? Scott is not paying me. I surprise attacked their ass today and just dropped in. I had no intention of doing anything other than doing a demo with my buddy Andy, who's in from Chicago. We just wanted to hear something cool. We had the day off, so we came by to listen. I had no intent of making a video, but this impressed me enough that I'm like, I'm making a video, okay? Because you guys know that I don't typically like these brands so much. I haven't had a good experience with them. People will say, oh, Mikey just disparages brands that he doesn't carry, okay? I am giving full kudos to this because finally someone set them up right, okay? And I'm telling you, look, you better get your money's worth. We're looking at a system here that is roughly $700,000. So my feeling has always been, you better get your money's worth. I feel like somebody who spends $700 on a system like this is not going to be disappointed. And thank God, because it was making me lose hope for our industry when I kept hearing these $1 million systems and they were so tipped up and not musical and they didn't connect me to the music. Where this finally, thank God, Scotty, the gang here, it's like finally I get to hear these things and go, phew, okay, my industry isn't doomed and full of a bunch of people that have no idea how to set up. This is done well. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Again, I'm getting nothing out of this. I dropped in out of the blue and I'm making a video because I'm impressed. And I give it to you straight. When I don't like it, I give it to you straight. And when I do like it, I give it to you straight. Even if they're brands that I didn't think I liked or brands that I don't carry. So anyways, thanks for joining. See you guys later. That's a big difference, you all. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You know, so that I in the corner of life, playing games with my mind. It's going down tonight. No preamp, by the way, everybody. No preamp.
Suddenly, I I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Yesterday came suddenly. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yours W. What has happened to your crazy summer thing?
Nice.
Where is the light that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. Unless I try to make my way. I'm a pretty big teen of mountain. All my friends are jungle. That's not really true. I'm a cold Italian pizza. Use a lemon squeezer. What you do? I've been bitten, I've been toast around me. She's right in this town. Have you been?
Brand new Watt Puppy by Wilson. We just listened to this, and it's a very nice speaker. You know, I mean, what are they, 35, 38?
38.5.
38.5. Okay, and you can see many of the same design cues. We do also have some resistors, which is nice because it gives you attenuation, which is always nice because then you can tune it for your room. So I love to have options like this because it just gives you versatility. Anyway, so that's very nice. We're listening, as you can see, that Everest power conditioner, but then we've got the D'Agostino integrated. What's the name of this thing?
That is the momentum integrated.
Momentum integrated. Okay. And then under here we've got the Rossini DCS with the clock underneath, and a different presentation here. We're getting now, it also could be because of this back wall is all glass, or the front wall, I keep saying that. But I'm getting more, it's not excruciating. It's not like running us out of the room at all, but it is a little bit more analytical. This is what I would expect from a D'Agostino-Wilson combination. This is more what I expected to hear in the other room, but boy, was it totally different. When you go up in the range, with Wilson, D'Agostino, and DCS, it becomes a different beast, which is very interesting to note. These are very articulate, however. It's very articulate and very accurate. So I got to say, they're impressive little speakers and impressive setup here. We're looking at about $1.50, roughly, so 150 or so for this setup in this room here. All right, see you.
Playing games with my mind. It's going down tonight. So ready for that on the floor. Oh, you know I'm coming back for more. Tickets sold. I'm